Welcome to the TBE Talks podcast at the UBC in Bath. We'd also like to thank Milstead Langdon and Goff Solicitors for sponsoring this amazing opportunity to meet some inspiring people. And I'm talking about the TBE Most Inspiring Women of 2026.
Hey, my name is Ife Adeagbo and I'm a Legacy Partner. I am founder at Legacy Brands Partner, and what we do is help you align with your core voice and then translate that into long-lasting impact by publishing, mentorship, and so many things that really just aims at taking you from just voice to a lasting impact.
Do you think we lose sight in business that it's about the people behind it? It's, you've got the nuts and bolts of a business, but there's always a story behind it. There's always the people element, and sometimes we may perhaps lose sight of that.
When you talk about branding, which is at the core of what I do, people think it's about the aesthetics, the photo shoots, they just having the right captions on LinkedIn and just really looking the best. But you forget that it's about the people. It's about the person. It's about the identity of the person. It's really about the voice, and voice belongs to people. So it's majorly a people thing. Whether it's branding, whether it's business, you are really saying there is a people, they have this problem. I've got something to solve that problem. And that solution will still be curated by people. So it's really an ecosystem of people. And so whatever it is for me, it's why I say at the core of everything is identity-based transformation of people. Then we go to branding. We're going to build in a business, but the people, that's the core. Whether it's from or to, it's people.
There's a great quote which I've seen on one of your social posts where you say that coming to the UK was like being dropped into the middle of the ocean. What do you mean by that?
Having like almost 4 decades of your life back in Africa and then coming here was really like that. It felt like a different people, a different space. I'm a heart-centered person. I'm a family person. So really moving felt like that. A new space, a new people, different kinds of people. And I had kids to manage. It felt like it really was like ocean space for me. But then.
Well, here you are now and doing so well. Books and everything, which we'll talk about a little bit later. What do you think your younger self would think of who you are now?
My younger self would be surprised now that, look at where you've landed. Now you know that success is really identity-based. It feels and is success if you're living out of your true self and you're making the right exchanges, like the right impacts, the right exchanges, making the right asks. But it really needs to flow from your true self, your identity self. And that the goal is not survival. The goal is dominion. The goal is legacy. The goal is lasting impact. And even if it's a short time you have or it's a long time you have, once the goal is an impact that never ends, even when I'm out of the stage, then it changes the game and it just gives you such a successful life. So my younger self will be surprised at so much success I feel right now, even though it's been a different journey than she expected.
Who's your greatest inspiration?
So I'm from a household of deep faith. And my mum is the one that I saw take faith and make it really practical. My mom showed me that faith, spirituality, and practical life is possible. And there's so much you can get done if you merge that. So she's such an inspiration to me in that light, because there's so much I've been able to do now that I know is because I've been able to merge my spirituality and my practical living.
Imposter syndrome gets mentioned a lot in business, doesn't it? You must have come across this a lot. Mm-hmm. Do you think us as humans will ever be able to overcome that?
When you get into a room, it's just a promotion that called. And what you need to do is gather the data. So the inconvenience you're feeling, it's either a protective data or a growth data, because it's either the room is out of alignment with your true essence and it's trying to protect you. And you need to renegotiate yourself out of that room, because over time you're going to be broken if you stay there. Or it's just telling you that it's a new room and you need to put in some confidence reps because it's new. Confidence is not general. It's domain specific. So when you get into this new domain, it's just asking you, you need your confidence reps to go on for this space. So imposter syndrome is actually either asking you to be protected or it's asking you to grow. It's not a disease to fix. That's what I really believe. And that's what I've worked with over time. And it's helped me to really not see imposter syndrome as something I'm trying to solve.
I think as adults, we kind of lose our way a little bit, don't we? Children don't seem to be so filtered and they can be quite honest. What do you think you've learnt from your own children?
Wow. Gosh. I've learned to just be joyful in the moment. More joy, more energy. I've got very active boys. I've got boys that, especially when we got here, they kind of have a way to just bounce backwards and then I'll just take a laugh. And I'm like, that's good. I mean, they just keep me young. They keep me very happy. I've got the energy to just kind of multiply it. They just kind of just make it more. So I think I'm learning to go through life still joyful, still happy, still energetic, because I can be young till I live. Yeah. Even if I'm 80, I can still be young because I'm enjoying the energy. So I think that's something I love about my children.
So, Ife, if anybody wants to find out more about you and what you do, how do we do that?
So you can find more about me on LinkedIn or on my website. And of course, I've got amazing books for workshops and for really inner transformation and branding. So you could really go to those places and find more about me and my work and just get transformed from the inside out. Thank you.
It's been lovely meeting you, Ife. Thank you so much.
And I must say, you're calling my name perfectly. So you heeded the lessons.
Thank goodness for that.
Thank you so much for having me.